Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, amazing one joining me from across the globe. How are you doing today? I want to believe you're doing amazing. I want to believe you're having a wonderful and a glorious Sunday and everything is going on well with you and your wonderful family. I thought I would stop here briefly and just share with you an excerpt from my new book, The Power of Perception. Change your narrative, transform your life. I know a lot of you have already gotten the book. A lot of you are already benefiting from the book, and the feedback have been tremendous so far. Thank you all to those who have gotten their books, and my heart's greatest desire is that this book truly transforms your life, that you benefit from this book. I mean, all that wish I poured out in this book, my intention for this book be fulfilled in your life as you begin to change your narrative. I'm just going to take you through. I said I'm going to read an excerpt. I think, I can't see clearly. It's quite dark here. And I might just talk to you about the book, okay? And if you get the book, then you may be able to read from it. I think that will be the best way. And maybe tomorrow I'll stay where my light is a bit brighter so I can read to you, okay? I am really resisting. I am somebody who is like, I'm super optimistic. You know me by now. Super positive. So I am so confident I can read with my eyes the way it is. And when there is so much light, I do read well. I don't have glasses. I don't want glasses. I don't need glasses. So, and I continue to read. If I have to read like now, I need to have like a bright light so I can see clearly. I'm not going to get glasses anytime soon by the grace of God. And, but I just want to talk to you about this book, okay? I don't know if you've gotten the book. I've got some copies here with me. I've got some copies at the office. And if you need your copy, please do get in touch. We can post it to you. You can get it from our website, www.Likambi Global Publishing.com. You can get it from Amazon. Just go to your country, wherever you're resident. All you need to do, you put my name and the title of the book, The Power of Perception by Dr. Sylvia Likambi, or The Power of Perception. Change your narrative, transform your life. What is perception? What is perception? This book is dedicated to you. If you've been labeled, you've been dismissed, your opinion has been dismissed, you've not been understood, people have labeled you, people have actually reduced you to your past mistakes, and you yourself tend to believe this, then I think then this book is definitely for you. It will transform your mind. It will make you to have a wider perspective, to begin to understand that, yes, why you might have gone through something in the past, why you might have made mistake in an area in your life. That's not the full story. That's not the only story about you. That's not who you are. It doesn't define you. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't define you. They're only a tiny part of your entire story, of your entire journey. So don't limit yourself to that past, to that mistake, to that situation, to that past traumatic experience. There is much more to your life and to life. And when you're open to see the best in life, life will definitely bring the best to you. And you attract more of the best in life, because life is beautiful. In fact, at the beginning, I asked some questions. How do you see this day? How would you call this day? What would you say about this day? And first of all, before I even go into this, I want to ask you, what is perception? What is perception? Of course, simply put, I love to give very basic definitions, okay? Perception is simply how you and I see, understand, and interpret what happens within us and around us. Within us will be our thoughts, our ideas, desires, our beliefs, all of these going on within us before they are actually expressed as words or as actions, before we manifest them through our actions. When we see it, how do we see it? You're thinking you're beautiful. How do you see it? How does that thought present itself to you while it's still thought? How does that idea present itself to you while it is still idea? So when you see this in your mind, when you think this way, what do you see? What do you understand? How do you interpret it? Because how we see things, we understand and interpret things, we determine how we respond to them. Our responses, and it will shape our life. Because it will become our experience. If I respond in a certain way today, then that would be what I've experienced on this day. And once I step out of this day, I step into tomorrow, a brand new day, the experiences I've created on this day remain behind as experiences created by me. If they are beautiful, if they are experiences, stories I want to be told, stories I want to be remembered for, that is amazing. And that's why you're the author of your life. Write or create the experiences today that you love to be remembered for tomorrow and the days ahead. So that's what perception is simply all about. How you see, understand, and interpret what happens within you and externally. Someone comes to you and puts you down or says something nasty and mean to you. What do you see? Do you see it as you're not good enough, you're not worthy, or you see it as they have a problem? They don't know you. Maybe they're just going through a bad day. Hence, you understand it that way. You're not the problem yet. You're not the one who is whatever they said to you, because you are not the labels they give you. You are not their thoughts. You are not their opinions. And if you see it that way, that's how you understand it. And you respond accordingly. You wouldn't be bothered. You wouldn't be upset. You either ignore, let go, or you tell them the truth about the situation without being upset. If they're willing to learn the truth, if they're willing to be knowledgeable, you give them knowledge. If they're not willing or ready to gain knowledge, then you leave them in their ignorance. You cannot be upset because people are ignorant about who you are or your true worth and purpose. So that's what perception is all about. And if you look at it, our perception in life becomes our reality. Because how I see something, understand, and interpret it, like I said, I will respond to it that way. I will respond to you. If I think you don't like me, you don't want me around you, maybe I won't visit you anymore. Or I won't want to be where you are. And obviously, that will shape my experiences when it comes to my relationship with you. And then over time, that will be it. Maybe I don't go to the places where you are. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm just talking about my book, my new book, The Power of Perception. Change your narrative, transform your life. The link is there. If you want to get this book, it will transform your life. It will give you the power and authority over your life so you can start rewriting your story the way you want it to be told. If you don't write your story, you are the author. You are the one to live this life. It's like you are the driver of your car. You are the driver of your life. You can't give someone responsibility. Like I've said again and again, when we blame people, we are simply telling them that you put me in this situation. You have power over this situation. You have power to decide whether I continue to stay in this situation or I leave this situation. As long as you don't decide I continue to stay in this situation, even though I don't like it, I wait on you. My life is at the mercy of your choices and decisions. In other words, that's what we are saying. Think about you living your life at the mercy of someone else's decisions. That's absolutely not good. You will be living the life they created for you. And some of us, in fact, are living the life people actually designed for us. Society designed for us. Some of us have been put in some certain boxes wide. You're only in this white box. You can't live beyond the white box. You belong to this black box. You can't live or think beyond this black box. And we continue to live and think in the way that they have actually defined or told us how we should live. And maybe why we should live that way, but this shouldn't happen. That's why you must take authority, power, and control over your life. One of the greatest power we have is the willpower. The willpower to make choices, to make decisions. Grab that power. Make use of your willpower and actually run the race of your life. Take control of your life. Take ownership of your life. Like I said, I'm not going to read the book now. I might read it another time. I'm just taking you through briefly. Two people may go through the same experiences and their results are completely different, or the outcome, their attitude, what they do is completely different. How they react to the situation or the story they tell about the situation is completely different. In fact, in the book, I share several examples, several analogies to really help us understand that usually the problem is not really the problem. The problem is what we make of it. People say it is what it is. I can't do anything. No, it's never what it is. Life is just life. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. Do we all see life as beautiful and amazing? Absolutely no. You can't say it is what it is. What is it? Give me a definition. It is what you make of it. Something can happen to the two of us. We are right there. The same thing to me is the best thing that happened to my life. It gave me the opportunity to become my best self and thrive. To you, it might be the worst thing that happened to your life. It crushed you and destroyed your confidence, who you are. By the way, confidence is not something that is destroyed. We don't pick or go there and pick up confidence and then we lose it. Absolutely no. As long as we are living, if we truly have confidence, I'm talking of true, unwavering confidence. Confidence simply means trust. Self-confidence means trust in the self. When you trust yourself, it's because you know yourself. The more you know yourself, your strengths, and the things you're capable of doing, the more you can trust your ability to do those things. And as long as you live, because you know who you are, you know what you're capable of doing, you continue to trust yourself. So you can't lose your self-confidence if your self-confidence is not based on the trust or the position or status or things that you own. Hence, when you lose those things, then you lose your confidence. For some people, their confidence is actually from their work, from their career, from their titles, from their status, and all of that. And of course, if you lose that status, then that confidence goes with it, because that's where your confidence is tied to, or what it's tied to. But when your confidence is truly based on who you are, and who you are creates whatever you have today. Even if that thing is taken away from you, you've built a home, you've built a career, something happens, God forbid, you know that it took you to create that career. And as long as you're still alive, you can create another career, and far better than the first one, because you must have learned from your experience, your previous experience. We only get better in life when we continue to live and carry out exploits, or we get more experiences. That's why sometimes and often it's said, the older we get, the wiser we become. But not every old person is wise, okay? Wisdom is the application of knowledge of the truth, your ability to discern right from wrong and apply it in the relevant areas of your life. So again, I'm calling out to you to join me, and let's actually transform our narrative about who we are, about our lives. You want to always see the best in you. You want to look at yourself as God sees you. See yourself as God sees you. God's perception is the ultimate perception. Perception is not real truth, but it becomes truth when we align our perception to divine perception, to God's viewpoint, to God's vision for our lives. It's like there might be summer, and we love summer. Some of you may make your summer longer. Of course, we don't really change the season, but you have the power to enjoy and make your day more brighter and live, happy, joyful lives, going out there dressing in a way that you are bubbly, you're shining, you're sunshine yourself, bringing light where there is no light, bringing light where there is darkness. And some of you can make your winter longer. Winter is over, but you're gloomy, you're down, you just, always like you don't want to go out, stuck there as if you're cold. Life is cold, life is kind of like inconvenient, you're not comfortable. We can extend our summer, or we can extend our winter. It's up to you. What you make of life, you experience it. You can make the day to be a joyful, fruitful, and enjoyable one, or that same day can become a terrible day where you're so low, depressed, upset, and you can't wait for the day to be over. The day is made of 24 hours wherever we are in the world. The earlier we change our perception about that day, the better for us, because until the 24-hour finishes its course, that day will continue. We can choose to make the best of the day, and the day will give us the best of itself. All the works of the day, and unfortunately, will be longer, more distressful, and we cannot live, a happier life on that day, because we've made a choice to see the worst in life. And life, of course, our mind will amplify what we see and make it more evident, and we'll see more of that, and it will attract more of that in our life. So get your copy of The Power of Perception. Change your narrative and transform your life by my wonderful self, Dr. Sylvia Likambi. We'll be doing programs. I have some places. I still have some places every year. I take on new clients. At the beginning of the year, I have a lot of opportunities. If you want some coaching, some mentoring from me, one of my groundbreaking transformational programs, please do get in touch. I'm here to support you. I'm happy to hold your hands. Let's soar together. You want to start a business. You want to start seeing yourself as God sees you. You want to step out and become your best self. You want to live a purposeful and fulfilling life. You want to be all that you were created to become and settle for nothing less. Do reach out to me. I'm your friend, your transformation doctor. Let's thrive together. Let's succeed together. I want to hold your hands and work with you so you can become your best self. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to working with you. In the meantime, get your copy of this book. And for all of those who have gotten the book, I've reached out to some people who told me they've gotten the book. We are getting ready to send out your workbook for the book, the companion workbook. I've not put it out on Amazon yet. I want people, I promised I was going to give the first 50 people who pre-ordered, and I'm giving different gifts to those who are purchasing now. Once we hit the 50, unfortunately, I did not give that offer again. But some of you, unfortunately, because it was a pre-order and it was not done on my website, you did it directly on Amazon. I do not have your names. Your orders went straight to Amazon, and they've sent you your your copy and they only give me a report of how many others I had, where it came from. I'm working out to see if I can know who you are. If you did get this book and you've not heard back to me, please send me your proof of purchase. We want to send this to everyone because it's so important that you have your gift from me as soon as possible. I really want this gift to reach you before the end of this week. It's taking some time because I've been contacting people, but I mean, I've not been able to reach out to most of you. So please do get in touch with me if you did get your copy. You pre-ordered from Amazon for the Kindle version of the book. I want to send you your PDF of the workbook companion, which is amazing, which will help you to think, to change your narrative, to start rewriting your story, because there are lots of questions and exercises that will help you to transform the way you think, and you will be doing the work by yourself, and you'll be rewriting your story. You'll be shaping your story. There are some 3 key tools that I use in the workbook that guides you so that you begin to create the new mindset that you desire, that you require to live a purposeful, fulfilling, and thriving life. God bless you, and you have a wonderful evening. And it's been your wonderful transformation friend and Dr. Sylvia Likambi. I've got some of the few books here. Reach out, get it from our website, Likambi Global Publishing. Get it from Amazon. Do get in touch with me. You want bulk copies? Please do get in touch. Sending you loads and loads of love. God bless you. Thank you for joining me.